will you table the email that you sent to the CAF on October 4th?
I would have to get back to the committee with that, but I can do that.
Okay, thank you. Unstructured data, which you explained that means a number of different ways that information can be organized in a variety of shared places. Do you even know what data could potentially be contained in this unstructured data?
At this point, we are in the middle of going through and reviewing what is in all of those files that were copied. So at this point,
so this is a large undertaking to even know what we're talking about then.
Yes, we have brought in experts.
Is that why you've not? Oh, okay.
Yes.
The November, and part of the reason that I think it's important we have that email is the October 17th statement from the Treasury Board, November 17th statement says that they were notified on October 19th. And we know that's incorrect. We know that Ms. Gallant informed the minister on October 6th. The minister didn't seem to know. You've told committee now that you were notified through a phone call on October 3rd and an email on the 4th. So I think we need to know, as parliamentarians, we've got a responsibility to sort of get to the bottom of what the government's response was for something this serious. Was ransom paid?
No. Ransom was not paid. But let me be clear about the communication. The communication that was verbal on the 3rd and on the 4th related to our system being encrypted and not available. The 19th was when the data was released on the dark web, and then we communicated about the data after that event happened, so on the 19th. So there were two different communication that related to the two different issues. From the 29th until the 19th, no data had been released, and we were working to keep that data confidential at that point in time.
How do you know that no data was released before the 19th, or no data was taken before the 19th?
We know that on the 29th, the systems were shut down. We knew at that point that there was data that was partially copied. We shut the door in the middle of the bad actors. On the 3rd, we did that verbal communication. On the 4th, about the system being locked down. On the 4th, we communicated. We monitored the dark web. We continued our conversations with the bad actors to try and keep that data confidential until the 19th. There could have been some data that we were not aware of that could have been released.
Okay, you weren't able to identify the individual you contacted by phone. You described the role, but could you also follow up the committee when you recall or are able to tell us actually who you had called by telephone on October 3rd?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Were you aware that you were a target for a cyber attack?
No.
Okay, before the September cyber attack, the Canadian Security Establishment or the Canadian Cyber Center, neither of which warned you, or were there any kind of warnings or signs or communication from those organizations to you?
I am not aware of any communications from anyone outside of our organization. As is commonplace today in the world, we were obviously aware that this was taking place in other organizations, and we're very, very diligent and vigilant about protecting our flanks.
Okay. Can you characterize the response of the federal government after the attack took place?
They expressed their concern, and they wanted to make sure we were committed to corrective actions.